You're on griffomedia.com. I'm Griffo. Thank you for checking out my channel today. It's another PSVR video today. It's been a while in the making, this one actually. Wipeout Amiga Collection, the free VR add-on for me, absolutely makes this title. Now, I've been playing Wipeout since the mid-90s and the first ever PlayStation. Look at those going across. Wow, look at that. And it's just absolutely a great racing title, and your hovercraft just floating around this futuristic world. VR brings it completely to life. I could never go back to 2D now. Today we're going to use the Logitech G29 wheel and pedals. I've not seen anybody using a racing wheel for this game yet. It will satisfy some people, or with others it would annoy and would want to play on a controller. My PS4 controller is locked into a converter just to the right of me, which is a Reasnow Crosshair converter, which allows me to use this wheel on any console. Xbox 360, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and I can play all the titles. Racing this game for the first time on a wheel and pedals is brilliant. I've got to say, it really works well. So we'll hop into the first course, the 2048. Sounds like a race meeting. And we're going to try this game VR, racing wheel and pedals, and see how it works for us. We'll do a couple of levels here. Comments below. I'll leave a link in the description to the converter as well, so if you want to try it out yourselves. But all I can say, it works brilliantly. You can use your pedals, you can use your wheel, and the force feedback absolutely makes the game. So let's do a couple of levels here. We'll do the first one, which is the Empire Climb. Then we'll do the next level, which has got the weapons and stuff. But here we are, in the craft, just having a little glance around. It's a cool VR world. It's not my arm. Obviously it's a joystick they use in the craft, but the wheel works just great. And you've got a couple of different views on here, which I'll show you. You can look behind you if you wanna. Right, let's get going here. So force feedback in this is really good, really picks up the wheel well. When we get to a straight bit of the track, I will show you the different views that we got. So we've got the craft in front like this with a big mode, and then you can shrink the craft slightly down. But let's hop in. Cockpit View is always the best in racing games, of course, and this game being no exception. As you can see, the wheel works really well. I don't know why they didn't just build in wheel support into the game. It's just, you know, if I was a developer making racing games, I would just make it standard that every wheel, you know, you can use it with, every game you can use with a racing wheel. And then just give the person that's playing the option, really. So here we go. There's that view. Woo! So the terrain was a bit bumpy there. You could feel the force feedback working nicely. I love these kind of games. I was a big fan of F-Zero back in the day. It was a really good game, wasn't it? And I suppose the first introduction was on the Dreamcast for me, was the Star Wars pod racing game, which was from one of the remake films. I don't remember which one now. I think it could have been Phantom Menace, actually. But this works nice, doesn't it? It just, you know, it adds another racing game to use your wheel on. With that converter though, this won't work without the converter. You could probably get the game to accelerate. You won't be able to use pedals, obviously, but you need the converter, which is what I mentioned before. You can use any console with a Logitech G29, and vice versa actually. If you've got the G920, which is made for the Xbox One, and then you can use that wheel on the PS4 and Nintendo Switch and PS3 as well. So win-win. Costs about 80 quid off Amazon. Link in the description below. So it looks like I've got a win here. Woo! Look at that. Boom! Very good. Final lap. So I'll give you that view there. Have a look around the whole VR world whilst I crash. Yeah, so guys, we'll do another level. But you can see, you know, the wheel works good. Obviously the accelerator. Early levels, who uses the air brakes? goes. Woo! I feel like a big kid playing this game. Okay, so here we come. Final bit. First place. Who's not going to get first place? I think I'd be mocked in the comments if I didn't come first there. So there we go. Okay, we'll return to the grid and then we'll do the next level. And then comments below, guys. Appreciate the comments, of course. This time we're going to use some weapons. A choice of cart this time. I'm going to use the first one that we used actually because it was quite easy to control. Obviously this is a massive game. I think the download is like nearly 40 gig. But obviously there's a lot of detail in this game to make it PSVR. So make sure you've got room on your console before you download it. But you can pick this up as we presently stand. This is December 2018 for about 12 quid from PSN store. So it's all good. There we go, ready for another big race. It's the final one we're going to do, guys, and then of course you can leave your comments, but it's the best looking game in VR for me. There we go. Cool, right, let's go. Let's race. There's some weapons happening in this one. When you go over these little yellow things here, you get some missiles to use. Missed. But it's just a fast game, isn't it? It always has been. Soundtrack doesn't disappoint either. Remember the original Oakenfold tracks? Excellent. Woohoo! Ah! Did not want to be going that way, guys, eh? Slowed him down slightly. Woo! Final lap, here we go. Got him. Didn't really do much to promote it, let's be honest. Let's go this way. Woo! I think somebody's after me. Let's have a look behind. There we go. Guys, amazing, isn't it? Yeah, Wipeout, Logitech G29 wheel and pedals. Racing on the PS4. What is there not to like? Comments below, guys. Always appreciate you checking out the channel. griffomedia.com is my website. And there'll be more from this game very soon on my channel. Thanks for playing.